Hello. This is this is so ridiculous. This is super ridiculous because it's 1:30 in the morning, so it's actually not Thursday anymore. It is now Friday. This is totally not the day that I stream Banjo-Kazooie world modeling nonsense. This is just the day that I think this is the only time I'll be able to stream this. I wasn't able to stream last week. I was pretty busy with work, and then this week it was a weird combination of work / it was Thanksgiving, and I was doing other things. I was not streaming, so the last 2 weeks have been really rough stream-wise. I've only been able to do the Majora's Mask randomizer streams, and those have been a challenge. And the kind of challenge where you want to rip your hair out. So, not a lot of good stuff on the streaming front. But I really wanted to at least do something to make up for the last 2 weeks, because today, technically today, I am supposed to stream like I do every Friday, but I don't know if I'll be able to. So I have some time now, kind of in the mood to do it anyway too. So that's always helpful, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and stream for like an hour or something today, and yeah, okay, cool. And a not surprising twist, I did not touch this at all since the last time. I actually forgot what I wanted to put in these areas. It's going to be something, and I'm going to figure it out as I work on this. Yeah, but that's what's happening at 1:30 in the morning. Let me just real quick post to Discord, not a ping to everyone, because that would be wild to do that. But yeah, just letting people know there. You didn't know you had the stream open in a random tab, and I just randomly blasted with ad music. Oh no. Oh, hey, that's good to know. I wasn't sure if ads even play at the start. See, I wonder if ads are even worth it, because I haven't looked recently, but you don't really make that much. So it's like, do I even want to make it a nuisance for people? Like, if I had maybe 50 people watching or something, then okay, like, I get it. But like, for the 5 people that watch, does it even make sense to have ads so I could get like $1 total or something? Actually, I don't know what the rate is. Anyway, welcome, the Nia. I haven't seen you in a bit. I'm not going to pretend to know every single person here. I just remember your username, but I don't remember everything. Dear God, why are we both awake? That's me too. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, why am I still awake? I've been going to bed really late these past few days. It's been pretty bad. It's not been good. Banter, yeah, 237 at 1:37. In my book, they're both terrible. Yeah. Also, I have Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity music playing in the background. That's what I've been working on a lot. I've been working on a guide. I don't know if you remember, but I was saying how like I'm on top of things with that guide. I was on track to finish it before the game even comes out. That did not happen at all. This game just refused to end. It just kept going and going and going, and I'm still not done. That said, once the game came out, I really I cooled off on the amount of work I was putting into it, and I started focusing on other pages that weren't just the walkthrough and the quests and everything. But yeah, I'm still not done with that. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna get into how many chapters there are, because that might be spoilers for some. Jigsaw Detective, hi, hey, 9:38 for once. It's a good time for you. Yeah, okay, so I twisted this. This is supposed to be kind of a platform for Banjo to get up on so that he can start making his journey up here and then eventually across to whatever's right there. My nose is really itchy. Good game. Yeah, good game. I would say good game. I wasn't into the first Hyrule Warriors. Like, let me actually start doing something here too. I wasn't really into the first Hyrule Warriors. I played it a little bit and then I just stopped. I just didn't care for it. And then with this one, I've been caring more, mainly because I really like Breath of the Wild, and I think this game is doing those characters. I think it's doing those characters justice. I like the way they're being portrayed and all that. So, I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this here. Like, not that. Actually, what I'm gonna do, here we go, like this. Yeah. So, Age of Calamity. I think if you're into Breath of the Wild, I think this is the kind of a must. Can't really get. Granted, I didn't even finish the game, but I don't want to get into story spoilers, but I think if you enjoy these characters and you enjoy the story of Hyrule, technically true, of Breath of the Wild, then I think you'll enjoy this too. Also, the music's amazing. Like, they remix a bunch of stuff from Breath of the Wild. Most of it is remix stuff. Not most, but a big chunk is, and it was pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish here. I know what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to not have to do UV mapping. But I'll just go ahead and do it. I wonder if maybe this should be a little shorter. Okay, I know. I was thinking about that. How does that make any sense? But hey. Oh, you know what? You know what? Because you're right. What monster would cut a cake that way? And it's true. I don't know. No, people don't do that. So I probably shouldn't either. And what I can do instead is grab this and plop it on its side so that it goes up. I think I'm gonna do that. Thank you for making that comment, basically. No, that's not what I want. Also, Authentic. Give us the let's get a little sneak peek. I mean, you gave a sneak peek today, but give us a little more insight into your project here that you're working on. Because I looked at what you posted today, and it looks very neat. But like, to me, it doesn't mean much, especially because I'm looking at it in this new version of Blender that is just foreign to me. But if you have anything to say, I'm listening. Even this late at night, you can get distracted. Who knew? It will be fully featured. You'll be able to do much more than you can now. But in terms of what? In terms of bringing a level... In terms of exporting a... What do we export? An object file? In terms of exporting an object file and what that object file can include when putting it into Banjo's backpack, or like beyond that? Because if it's beyond that, then that's pretty wild. You will hardly need Banjo's back. That's very interesting. Hardly needed, huh? What would that entail? I mean, I'm trying to think like what, like as the final thing. So maybe this. The only thing you would need Banjo's backpack for is to actually get your level bin into the game. I don't know. That's very, to me, this sounds very exciting. Obviously. This is sounding really neat. And yeah, I think I would absolutely donate. Actually, yeah, to Patreon. I have a couple of people that I do Patreons to. I would gladly add this to the list. Oh, and I have a feeling you're not doing this alone. Is that true? I feel like I'm asking all these questions I shouldn't be asking. Okay, yeah, bring that up. Bring that down. Okay, and then what's the best way to do this? 90? Something like this, kinda? I think so. With this add-on, you'll be able to import, export zip files containing all the files relevant to a level. Character model. Uh-huh. The add-on, you'll be able to import, export zip files containing all the files relevant to a level. Import, export zip. So what would I do with the zip file though? So I make a zip file in Blender and I export it. What do I do with that? You can take the bin files from your zip file and put it into Banjo's backpack, but I'm also creating more sophisticated tools for doing more specific cool things. Blender plugin even handles compression algorithms. I don't know what that means, but okay. Man, I wish I could contribute more to the Banjo-Kazooie community, but like I don't know anything. And I know I could learn, but I'm not going to. I'm just not in that kind of place to do that. I'm doing a lot for like my own personal stuff, but like to help the community to build stuff, then no, I don't really do much. I give input sometimes, not even all the time. Okay, I could actually put this right here. Zathern, hi, you said, how's it going? It's late. I shouldn't be doing this late, but I want to get it out. World's looking nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, here's another look. I'm actually really proud of how this house turned out. I'm actually really proud because the inside of the house was basically one try, and I'm super satisfied. I think the only thing I might change is the like these candy canes down here, because I can make it whatever I want. And it doesn't have to be super into like candy cane Christmas type stuff, even though I already did it here. Yeah, but I'm like, even this clock that I made, I didn't make these textures, but But I'm pretty happy with this. And what I'll be adding into this room is some of the some Kurko touch, where I'll be putting up little things on the wall, some papers, maybe some hints, that kind of thing for other things in this level. You can find that in there. So I'm proud of how this outside the house turned out. It looks very chocolatey, and I don't know, everything just works and it stands out. This house stands out. When you enter the level, you'll see it. I think it's a good centerpiece. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So I was thinking something like, the only things I hope people don't get stuck like down here. Maybe I should move this a little. I don't know if moving it will do anything good. The Kurko touch, yeah. I'm still so impressed with a lot of the things he did. And I'm kind of upset with myself because I took all these notes and I just kind of, and I forget about them because I never remembered them or committed them to memory in the first place. But I really should be making use of them more. And I don't think I have. Also, I want to flip it so that the cake side is here. Do I want the cake side? Yeah, I want the cake side. What I need to do is just look at those notes again and just try to get ideas when I'm making a new world right then and there when looking at the notes. Like, is that... do we like that? I don't know if we like that. What if I made a little fork right here? Sticking out. I'll do 2 forks. I'll do 1 fork sticking here with something at the top of it, and then another fork leading here onto something, some other thing right here. You like the side? This makes more sense. Thank you. Let's do a quick ban. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. The whole, what monster cuts cake like that? Because it was true. It's very true. I guess I don't need that anymore. Well, bring it back. I might need it again. Let's just move it. Wow, I already streamed for 20 minutes. Only have 40 minutes left, so... who remembers some of the things I mentioned putting up in this area? I have that list of candy that everyone was suggesting when I first started this level 300 years ago. But I don't remember what I said last week, or not even last week, 2 weeks ago. Let me find the notepad. Here we go. So gummy bears, I already have something for that. The lollipops are what will help people get out of the lava, whatever it is. I think I was gonna have a candy corn section, so I'll do that. So I think I'll have, and this just came to me, I'll have the forks and the knives and spoons and whatever. I'll have that as connecting pieces for some of these areas. Raw candy might be hard to to model, make it known that it's rock candy. So I might skip on that. Cotton candy I might use for something else. Gumdrops, I don't know about that. I think I said marsh. Is that how you spell marshmallows? I never have to write the word, I don't know. Caramel apples? I could probably do that. I can do candy cane here. I want another kind of pastry thing here, candy canes here, and then one more big thing right here. I could, but like, what would you do with rock? Like, what do you call that? Unless I like actually section it off and make it known that it's rock candy. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could do that. Maybe I can make this entire area right here this like rock candy patch, and it's got some weird formations, and it's kind of like a maze. My only thing with the alpha is that Banjo-Kazooie is weird with the alpha shading. Like if I have, like, this is going to be weird. This part of the roof, actually, no. Well, actually, yes, I think. Actually, no. The roof will be fine. It's when you have like a texture that is missing. Maybe I'm not thinking about this right. All I know is if this roof, okay, if this portion right here had a opaque section to it, like the texture had something opaque to it, and then you look at it in game at like this waterfall that's gonna have some opacity to it, there's some weird funky stuff going on. So I don't know if I have this somewhat see-through waterfall here, and then the see-through rocks here, if that's gonna mess with it. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't remember. To put it on a stick. Well, if I put it on a stick, then I can't do my little maze thing, because whatever is here has to take up the entire space. Because this is going to be the there's going to be a switch here for this, because there's going to be a door inside here. It's going to be the Mad Monster Mansion door, and yeah, I'm going to need something blocking here so you can't just run through. You have to go this way. Yeah. And I kind of want to figure this out before I continue. So I decided candy corn here, even though candy corn feels a little Halloween-y. But that's fine. This whole thing is not supposed to be a particular season. So I have this. What other kind of pastry can I drop that's skinnier but taller right there? Oh, this is kind of neat. Yeah, I would always get notifications on my phone whenever I started to stream, and I always ignored the like manage your live stream with our mobile dashboard, and I clicked on it. This is kind of cool. Like, I got the chat here. I have number of viewers. A new person just showed up. It just changed to 8. Shows me all my follower number count, the duration of the stream, and 3,500 views. I don't know what that means. Like, my lifetime views? Or, I don't know. There's also an activity fee, so it tells me every single person who... I don't know why I'm doing this. I should be working on this. But it tells me every single person that has told me to hydrate and posture check The last person was Eggonator at 9:05 on a day that it does not tell me. Okay, but it doesn't let me like see who is actually watching. So, okay. The number of unique view. Really? Whoa! No way. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people who didn't even follow. Follow. Come on now. 3,500 unique individuals? I actually find that very impressive, if that's the case. I feel like that's not the case, though. That's a lot of unique people. So you said a Long John donut. I do have textures for a donut. But the donut would just be sticking in the ground, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Let me also make a fork texture while I think about the Long John donut. I don't need to see a picture of a fork. I've seen plenty of forks in my time. What would be the best way? Do I have to... Fork is a little unfortunate because I think I have to model the actual, like, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll only make... What are they called? Prongs? I could do 1, 2, 3. Those chocolates from Conquer. I never played Conquer, so I don't know. Probably should at some point here, but have not. You hear this music that's playing right now? I think I've listened to this particular soundtrack maybe about 40 hours of this, because this is the world map theme that you hear after you complete a mission or complete a quest or challenge. This is where you hear. This is the music here if you're not doing anything besides being in an actual battle mission thing. And yeah, whenever I would finish a mission, I would spend the next 3-4 hours documenting the quests and the challenges and how to complete them and what materials you need and the rewards and everything. And this would be playing while I'm on the menu, while I'm looking through. I got very lucky because it's a very nice theme. But man, did I hear this a lot. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with this fork here. We're just gonna go with it, see what happens. I think this is what I'll do. Subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. Oh, here, actually. Dissolve. Subdivide this 3. Okay, so we're gonna be redoing this. Oh, I don't even want that. Oh, well, let me remove this and see how that looks. Does that look about equal? Well, I would also just mute it after I got tired of it. When I just couldn't handle it anymore. Just, yeah, okay, I've had it. We can turn this off now. Does that look like a fork? Okay. Oh yeah, actually those are one, two, three, four. It's not what I was going for. I wanted the opposite basically. Okay, I could still mess with this. Hi Chris. What game was that? Oh, your PlayStation 5's ready tomorrow. Oh, that's so awesome. And by ready, I assume that means it's ready to be at your house. Black Ops Cold War, okay. How do you feel? Was it bittersweet? I'll do one. No, I won't do one. I'll do point 0.01. I'll do 0.1. Ready to pick up tomorrow. Got it. Hey, that's exciting. Today, this is so terrible, but today was like the first day I actually sat down and played an extensive amount of PlayStation 5. Finally. Yeah, just because like I still have like the Hyrule Warriors guide to continue on, but like I'm not doing it Thursday. I'm not doing it today. I'm actually going to continue tomorrow, but I'm yeah, today I basically played PlayStation 5 for 6 hours, something like that. Oh, it's so great. It only crashed one time. It's a terrible thing to say, but it's true. It only crashed one time, so that was good, I guess. Okay, I'll do 0.05 and then negative 0.05. That actually looks okay for a fork, I think. I don't know, actually. Well, yeah, anyway. Then, okay, so it did feel bittersweet. I'm excited for you. And annoyed with you because it took this long. But you know what? I guess we got to look at the positives, because there are people who have now decided they want a PlayStation 5 and they're struggling. Oh, shoot. That reminds me. I was going to so today is actually Black Friday, and I was going to find a deal on PlayStation Plus because I want PlayStation Plus. I typically don't like to keep it because as much as I love the free games, I generally don't end up playing them. And I definitely don't do multiplayer on PlayStation, so it's a little pricey. But with a new console, I'm gonna be trying to play a lot of games on it. I might even get Cyberpunk on it, which if you had asked me a year ago, I would have said, no way, are you crazy? I'm gonna be playing it on my PC, of course. But I might actually switch to PlayStation 5. I'm kind of like hyped up for new consoles. Also, these are different sizes. I don't like that this has so many polygons. That's the one thing that's... Oof. Yeah. Impossible to buy fast. Monka Mois. Yeah. So no, I haven't played Astro's Playroom yet because I was saving it to play on stream, and that's what I will be playing. That's what I would be playing on Friday, aka today, if I end up streaming, and I don't think I will, which is why I'm here now at 2 in the morning. Actually, this part I'm going to leave a kind of big like that because this is supposed to be a platforming thing. By the way, you mentioned World Worms Rumble, which I discovered a few months ago. Didn't even know it was announced. Just found it while searching up other games, like a Worms Battle Royale. I'm very curious to see how that works. I've always loved the Worms series, and I think Rumble is not like what I'm used to. But I did find it interesting, and I wanted to try it out. I actually think this fork is okay. Yeah, I saw that. That it's free next month. But here's the thing, I thought it was free anyway. So I found out that I guess it's going to be the PlayStation Plus game instead. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm cool with this fork. I'm not a fan that... What would this be? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so 20 on one side, 40 on the other. And then, shoot, 1, 2, 3, 4. Many. This is going to be 60 to 80 polygons, and I don't think that's good. Don't think that's great. And I lifted it up because, yeah, I'm not gonna have a paper thin fork, you know. Dang. All right. Well. Okay. There we go. Cake looks awesome. Thanks. I didn't model it this time, but I'm glad it turned out nice because I was really messing around with these textures here, and I didn't know if they would work out. And honestly, this top part could still be changed. Will probably need to be changed because this white part is very bland. But you know, I think it'll be fine. Let's quickly find some kind of metal texture within Banjo's own textures. I don't think we should search too hard for this one. So like this. Maybe that. Oh, is this kind of clear? Not in love with it, but... Oh... I prefer the other side to be the lower side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, another thing I forgot. There you go. I I appreciate the kind comment. You guys have to be careful with that, because that's gonna stroke my ego. You don't you don't want that to happen. Oh, let me just, I'll vertex paint it now, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna... That's the problem that sucks with this, is I'm going to be copying it around and it's high poly. Like, this isn't necessary. This right here. Little tongs, whatever you call them, I don't know. Totally not needed. Oh, messed that up. Tines, really? Huh. Tines, why? Well, that should be good. Should. Oh, there you go. Oh man, I like that. I only say it that way because I just, again, I think it's too many polys. Too many. Check this out. It says, let's triangulate it to 84. How much is this entire level? 4,000? That's not good. I don't think that's good. No. Whatever, let's just use it for now. Not that. Oh, I thought it was its own object. Alright, well, it's not. So, everyone who's here, what's your excuse if it is late? What's your excuse for being up at this ungodly hour? Your triangle budget can allow for a fork. That's the thing, I'm going to be reusing this fork multiple times. I think. Well, I hope the fork doesn't mind that I actually plan to stretch this out a little bit. Probably. Alright, let's try making several things. So let's make the candy canes, and let's... I guess I'm going to be doing the Long John donut. I think I'll do a Long John donut. I'll do a Long John donut and an actual donut, but I'm going to put it in the path. Okay, so Chris, you have a problem. The Nia, you say I'm nocturnal 1 a.m. isn't all that late by my standards. Okay. So 1 a.m. for you, 2 a.m. for me. Authentic, you are programming the blender tool. You stay up all night if you have to. Don't do that. But yeah. And then whenever I see Control D60s, I'm just gonna say Banjo Freak. I don't know if, unless you don't want me to. That's what I'm gonna say to help myself remember. You're up late talking with a friend. Oh, I had a feeling after. Oh, okay. Well, that's really nice. Okay, I've been there. That's a nice thing to do. So even when you're tired and you go through, I think that's a very nice thing. No, not 5, 6. Okay, let's see. Is this Okay, that'll be the basis of the Long John. I think. Where's that banjo? Where's my banjo model? Where's Authentic's banjo model? There he is. You do still need to stream banjo. You make sure you tell me too. I want to see that. It's actually not night for me for once, but hey, here you are. Isn't that wonderful? Oh hey, I didn't know that it's not saying what's playing. So here's the thing. This music is from Age of Calamity, which is a little early considering it just came out, but I don't plan on playing anything that's spoilery. So let me see if I can turn that thing on. I use some little program called. I actually don't know. Let me let me just check while I turn it on. It starts with an S. I want to say it's called Snip, but I don't know. It is called Snip. How about that? See, I thought I turned it on already. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm supposed to, I have it in Windows Media Player. It's supposed to be in VLC Player. That is why it's not turning on. Let's see if I could move it over. Hydrate and posture check? Is it that bad already? By the way, after that disastrous time I had with Majora's Mask randomizer, I don't think I could just copy it over from here. All right. Oh shoot! I just turned on a bunch of files. Okay. Yeah, after that disastrous time I had with Majora's Mask, I actually considered pulling out my 3DS and playing the rest of Majora's Mask on there because I actually didn't finish that. If I remember correctly, I was somewhere in the Stone Tower Temple and I don't know what happened, I just never finished the remake. So I thought, hey, maybe I'll pull that out and finish it there, and just so that there's like a definitive conclusion, but honestly, I just need to let it go. Oh, so much heartache. So much hair pulling from that experience. Okay, let me turn it on here. Did I finish it? Did I finish it? No, I didn't finish it. I had everything lined up to finish it, but apparently something funky happened with my save file. This is what usually happens. After every stream, I end the stream while the game is still running, so I'll stop the stream. I'll turn off the Streamlabs and I'll unplug my webcam because I do not like the idea of having my webcam plugged in all the time. That's one of the first things I do is yank the webcam cord out. And then when I go to turn off the game, I do the Song of Time. I let the game save itself, and then I do an additional save state on top of that. And then for the next stream, I just turn the game back on, and everything's loaded and good and ready to go. And apparently something went wrong in the okay, right here. Something went wrong, and the Great Bay Temple boss mask was missing. So apparently I didn't finish that. There's no way you're going to catch me playing the Great Bay Temple again. Oh. And I said, I refused. I said my piece, and I made a promise. I refused to finish that, and I won't. That randomizer's done in my eyes. Fitting music, yeah, and the track is called An Uneasy Heart. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's get back to this. So let's bring this down as well. Surprise, this looks gigantic. Who knew this would happen? Yeah, I think a lot of these textures will need some touching up. They look kind of blurry, maybe a little too on the realistic side of things ish. Round of applause for Finit. Thank you, Jigsaw Detective. Authentic, don't post that right after that. Yeah, Chris, if you are worried about spoilers, I'm looking ahead and I don't see any spoilers in titles. Like if you've played Breath of the Wild, they'll look familiar, but I mean this whole game is just pulling things from Breath of the Wild and incorporating them into the Hyrule Warrior setting. So yeah. Honestly, none of these look spoilery. Maybe up until like 100 tracks from now. Okay, maybe like 50 tracks from now. There's a name of a character. Which isn't a big deal. So I talked about it a little bit. It's Tingle, isn't it? Well, I mean, I don't think this is a crazy thing to say, but there are new characters that are like brand new for this game, in this game. And that person's name is in the title of the song, but probably will mean nothing to you if you're not playing. And again, it's like 50 tracks from now. Anyway, yeah, I think it depends on who. If you like haven't played Breath of the Wild, then you probably you're gonna have to rely on the gameplay. You're gonna really need to focus on liking the gameplay, and I think it's fun. I think it's because I was forced to write the guide. I forced myself to actually learn the combos, learn the playstyles of all these different characters, and it's fun. It's fun. Once you dedicate the time to understanding, you'll have a good time, I think. If you kind of just try to go through it quick, I could see it getting really repetitious. That said, I think the biggest draw is if you've played Breath of the Wild and you like these characters. If you like these characters, absolutely play this game. Because I've played this, I now have a much greater appreciation for Breath of the Wild. I'm not saying because this game is so bad, I love Breath of the Wild so much more, but I think they continue to give these characters a spotlight, and I enjoy them all, and I love seeing them interact, and I think it's worth it for that. And I really can't say much about the story, because that would go into spoilers, but I think for that aspect, it is worth it. And I was someone who didn't care about Hyrule Warriors, tried it, didn't really want to get farther into it. Also, this fork size I think is great. I think that works perfectly. Oh no. Where's that, like, oh, there it is. Okay. And the music is, like, do you hear this? This is Mipha's theme that you would hear in Breath of the Wild. And it just sounds incredible here. Because in Breath of the Wild, it's very calm, very relaxing, very soothing. And this one has to be more battle-oriented and sounds amazing. A lot of themes are remixed and they all sound really good. I'm curious. So who did you had? Abram from CBR on Active Quest this week. Interestingly enough, how do I say this in a way that doesn't sound bad? Okay, let me start with this. In recent years, I don't really listen to gaming podcasts that much. Kind of stopped doing that. I think I kind of stopped doing that because I don't know, like I cover games all the time, I write about them, I do videos on it, it's all this gaming, so when I'm off, you know, like exercising or cleaning something and I'm listening to something and it's like more video games, I think I think I came to a point where I was like, you know, I should listen to something else. So I actually don't listen to a lot of video game podcasts. Instead, I listen to podcasts about TV shows. So I'll watch a TV show episode, and then I've got the dedicated podcast to that show, and I listen to the podcast episode for it. So like right now, I'm listening to two separate Fargo podcasts because I'm watching Fargo, and I love the people getting into the themes of the show and the character motivations and all that. I love hearing people talk about that and talk about it myself. So that's why I like being on podcasts. Yeah. But interestingly enough, I actually listened to an Active Quest episode recently. It had Brendan on it. So I don't know if that was the most recent one. But I listened to that. That's literally all I came here to say. I listened to one of your episodes. There you go. And I had to preface that with like my whole I don't really listen to video game podcasts because listening to an episode of the podcast shouldn't be like a big like, oh wow, congratulations. But it was kind of a big deal because I kind of stopped listening to podcasts. Yeah, you guys are great to listen to. I've only listened to you guys a few times before. Like before I was on that one time. Because when I do end up going on a podcast to guest, I like to, at the very least, listen to one episode of the podcast so I can understand how everyone, just get a feel for everyone, get a feel for the podcast, the tone, everything like that. Yeah, that's really it. Anyway, I'm just letting you know I listen. That's literally it. Also, what did I just do here? Okay. How do I go about doing this? Because one side should be the donut. Anyway, the whole... Also, so My Hero Academia, I know you have that podcast. I've only watched some of the first episode, and I didn't get into it. So, whoops. I would like to get into it, but I have not. I just hear a lot of people really loving it, including you. Why am I having trouble wrapping my head around this? You know what it might have to be? One of these. 3 episodes. Okay. Sometimes that's a big ask. You know, if a show requires you to get 3 episodes in, like, I don't know about that. Okay, what am I doing here? What? Oh, that's why. But I hear a lot of people loving on it, just loving it. So that's one that I keep just kind of in the back of my head, thinking, oh yeah, maybe one day I'll actually go back and listen to that. So I think this should be on the line ish, maybe below, maybe like right there. Anyway, the whole reason I brought that up is because I was curious what he said, Abraham, what he said that he may not have liked about Hyrule Warriors. Basically, asking you, hey, can you tell me what was talked about on the podcast? But for now, because I'm not gonna go listen to it literally right now. Also, I think this is going to turn out nicely. This donut. Maybe. Hopefully. I hope people know what it is. Maybe this is just a donut area right here. So should I have candy canes? Not candy canes, candy corn? Don't know. Don't know if that's a good idea. Bad frame rate. Let's start with that one. Yeah, this game does struggle quite a bit in terms of the frame rate. As an overall type of thing, I would say for the most part it's fine. It gets really bad when you have characters who have explosives. There's a character later on that you can unlock that, well, basically uses a lot of explosives. And yeah, it lags playing as this character, and it's pretty noticeable. It's also noticeable when you do the Divine Beast sections, which, you know, you do those sections quite a bit, so it's not... Okay, what happened to this thing? Oh, that's why. There we go. Yeah, definitely slows down during the Divine Beast sections, especially when you use your special charge. Yeah, okay, so there's that. And yeah, if a lot happens on screen in terms of, it's really, for me, I notice when there's explosions. You'll notice lag. Yes, that is a thing that definitely happens. It's unfortunate, but it is real. But for me, ultimately, not a big deal. Like, I understand that a bunch is going on, and yeah, it's just how it is. Not saying it's acceptable, but I'm willing to look past it because I'm enjoying just the gameplay and the characters and the story and all that. Story, well, okay, what was next? Repetitive gameplay. So my perspective is going to be different because, like I mentioned, I'm writing the guide, so I kind of have to know everything. Or I don't have to, but I think it's good for the guide writing to be aware of as much as you can. And for me, that meant knowing the play styles of all the characters, so I know how to give tips for each one and how to... I don't know, just for that reason. There you go. And I would... Okay, do we think this looks like a donut? Maybe we can add... You know what? If I add a few sprinkles on here, then I probably could make it look like a donut. That just means I'm going to have to use fewer colors. So I'll grab some, like, just one color, pink. and hope for the best. Yeah. What else? Okay, repetitive gameplay. So yeah, for me, it's different because I have a... Oh. Yeah. I'm not even going to try to explain that. That first photo. Okay, here we go. How do I make a sprinkle looking texture thing? Anyway, the repetitive gameplay for me, I think I'm gonna have a different perspective because I would play one mission and then I wouldn't play another mission for 3 or 4 hours while I went through all the quests and the challenges and wrote everything down and the unlockables and the requirements and the tips and the materials needed, whatever. So it was a long time between missions, and so even like the story bits, because you get usually like 2 minutes of story before a mission starts or less, and a little bit afterwards. And because I was taking these huge stretches of time when I was like really anticipating what was happening and what would happen next. Does that look like a thing? I think that'll be fine. Yeah, so when I got to the next one, I was pretty... I was happy. I got 2 more minutes worth or something. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think if you end up learning the combos and what have you, I think you'll have a better time. Not saying that Abraham didn't, but I think if you don't really give the new characters that you get the time and attention that they probably deserve, then you might miss out on a little bit. I'm going to need to listen to this podcast episode and see what he says, because I kind of want to have like a rebuttal or something. Or I might end up agreeing. Who knows? Is that too much? That might be too much. Maybe one more here. Okay, hold on. I'm still on that other comment. And the format of the game is odd. I don't know what that means by the format of the game is odd. Like the order in which you do things. I'm not sure what that means, so I'm not going to comment on it. It's neither a good Hyrule Warriors game or a Breath of the Wild game. It doesn't know what it wants to be. I don't know if I agree with that. I think... No, so I don't agree with that. I think it is a... Okay, well, I didn't fully play the first Hyrule Warriors game, so I can't say for sure, like, if it's a good Hyrule Warriors game, but in terms of what it wants to be, I think it wants to be a Dynasty Warriors-esque game with a Breath of the Wild paint job slapped on top of it. And slapped in a good way, because I think that's a good point of the game is the Breath of the Wild layer of this Hyrule Warriors game. I think that's the well done part. Story isn't as expected either. I don't know if that's like a plus or a minus, but so far, and I haven't finished the game. I'm close, but I haven't finished it. The trailers. Let me try to do both at once. The trailers made it seem more story-focused than it really is. I mean, probably. Yeah, I probably think that's true. Yeah, I could see for marketing, they're not like, here, show a million characters on screen just being murdered constantly, because that's all you do in that game. They're probably showing just clips of cutscenes all the time. So, He thought it was cool to play as all the different characters, though, and as the Divine Beasts. Oh yeah, totally agree. I might be misrepresenting his opinion. That I should have read that first. Should have read that first. I might be misrepresenting his opinion, but that was the general vibe I got. Okay, Okay, I will have to listen to this episode, and then if I have like things to counter, I might have to say something. Like, I mean, I totally respect anyone's opinion on this, but I'm always up for a little conflict. Is not the right word, but like some debate. I'm looking for the right word for it. I like hearing different opinions. That's the thing. I generally don't. I don't want to say I don't like. I generally find it more interesting when, okay, let's say I'm listening to a podcast and two people agree on something and one person doesn't. That will usually always be more interesting to me than all three people agree unanimously. And yeah, I like to hear maybe I just like to hear people argue. I like to hear people's reasonings and then kind of decide where I stand in this debate or whatever. He was very articulate on his thoughts. Oh, see, but I'm not articulate. I just ramble a little bit. Slapped in a good way. Yeah. Debate? Question mark. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Red Letter Media's movie. I feel like I don't know what that is, but I've heard of it. Movie reviews I like a lot. So for me, I usually I've been on this menu screen for 30 minutes. Let me just figure out what I'm trying to do first before I keep talking. Where is it? Where's the index color mode? There we go. Okay. Red Letter Media's movie reviews are like that a lot. Oh, okay. You're saying they're like that a lot. Got it. That might be something for me to look into because I usually end up listening to a podcast from people that I just really enjoy as. Okay, Chris, I saw your comment. I will. Cool. Thank you for stopping by. You got me talking a lot. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Good on you for going to bed. Unlike me and so many other people, clearly. Anyway, I'll end up listening to a podcast a lot when I like the personalities of the hosts, and then from their one podcast on this show, they might have another podcast, and I'll start listening and watching shows that I wouldn't otherwise watch because they are doing a podcast on a show, and I usually just stick to the same group of people. I listen to a lot of podcasts from Bald Move, if you've heard of them. That's I've been listening to them since they did stuff on The Walking Dead. Yeah, actually, I bounced from that show before they did. They ended up stopping doing that show too, but I stopped first. Okay, anyway, let me focus on this. Also, I'm definitely past the 1 hour mark, so I don't know about this. Ooh. So I'm gonna have to fix. I'll have to do some fixing here. Oh, weird. Why? How did I mess this up? Let's move it here. Oh, look at that. That's weird. Why is it like that? One goes that way. This one goes the other way. Nah, it can't be like that. Let's flip this one. And then try to line them up. Oh wow, this whole thing kind of... Well, kind of. Let's see, what would be better for this to go here? Uh-oh, something didn't go right. Let me just finish this anyway. Why? I have to get... See, I've been streaming for over an hour. I have to get some more done, because all I did was this flopped over piece of cake, this fork, and this donut. I need to accomplish a little more. Dang, it's almost 3 in the morning, though. I don't know about that. Okay, and now I'm choking on my own water. Wonderful. No, I don't want that. Oh. Alright, that works. Kind of works. What would be the best way to do this here? That's a peculiar donut shape. It's a long john. Isn't that what these are? Someone suggested long john, and this is what I imagine a long john is. Long john donut. Yeah, look, there we go. This is what I'm getting at here. Okay, I need to wrap my head around how this... How this is UV mapped. So where's this? Okay, I kind of want this line here to be here. Kind of all the way across, actually, right there. I think that would be good. I wonder, why did these look so stretched out, though? I mean, it's not that bad. It's a little bad, but not that bad. Oh, it looks so stretched out because this is a gigantic rectangle, and this is supposed to be a not gigantic rectangle. Surprise! Alright, cool. Oof. Okay, let's turn that off. No, highlight all this. Great. So that here. Okay, I like this. I think this is pretty good. Especially with this seam right here. That's not great, truthfully. Could remove some of these. There don't have to be so many. So honestly, like this one can go, and so can this one. And maybe this one. Maybe make a few that are smaller. That must be some glue icing. No, so the fork, Jigsaw Detective, will be sticking into the cake and going up to the donut. Yeah. What was I doing here? Yep. And then the nifty replace or reload image. Oh, that somehow made it worse. Yikes. Why does that happen to these? Which one are these? How does that make sense? Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of the... Okay, whoa. Okay, well that... I probably should have done that first. But also that didn't help that much. Hold on, I have more questions. What if I move these down? Nope, the other way. Oh, that's why. There we go. That's fine. I think that's fine, right there. No problem. If these are flipped, I don't know why this is different than that. But okay. Okay, cool. So there's that. Now what happens if I try to make this taller a little bit? I'll make a duplicate, because I'll probably need this again. And a duplicate of this. I want duplicates of them because once I start twisting and turning these, they'll be harder to replicate and do exactly what I want with them. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jigsaw Detective, pay attention to this one, because this is gonna answer your worries. So something like this. Alright, Authentic. Good luck with the project. The project sounds extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. So, thank you for everything that you do on that. And, yeah. And have a good night. It looks like a thick Pop-Tart. And you know what? That's okay. Because a thick Pop-Tart... Well, I mean, not the thick part. But a Pop-Tart would fit. It would fit here nicely, so... If you want it to be a Pop-Tart, or if you want it to be a donut, everyone will be happy here, and I screwed up with the fork. Or, you know what? Why don't I keep it slanted like that? Why not? Don't know what I'm gonna put down here, behind here, but... Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna put stacks of donuts here. That'll be a whole thing. Now I'm gonna make a full donut. I think I'm not gonna do candy corn here. I don't think that fits. This is more of a like a pastry area. All right, let's make the circle. I think 12 would be good. I think 12 would be good. Gotta see how Banjo looks here. Oh. Okay. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's good. We just shrink a little bit, and that's going to be the center. Yeah, that'll be the center. So let's put it back now. Let's flip the normals. And now we're going to extrude. Okay. And now I'm going to highlight it all, extrude up. And then do blue. Oh, yeah, that looks good, I think. Nice! That looks phenomenal. This I'm happy with. I'm really happy with this. Why anyone would put their fork there when there's clearly a place to cut the next slice is beyond me. Some people are just heathens. They just don't understand that you don't just plop it there. Also, hat wearing gamer, yeah, I saw you earlier, I just didn't say anything. My bad. This, I'm really happy with this right here. And now I just need to figure out a good way to incorporate... Oh, okay, I see. Well... Here's the thing with this. Okay, well, for starters, this... No. Okay, for starters of the starters, let's move this up here. And remove all this. This needs to go. Let's try to figure out how to texture this correctly. Okay. Duplicate. 100. And bring back. And there's your... This is a donut. If If you didn't know, this is a donut. Okay, there we go. Huh. Here's the thing about this donut. Kind of a skinny donut, like a very skinny donut, I gotta say. Can't blame them for wanting to dig in, I love that. Dang it, this looks like a really skinny donut. Oh, it's a very big hole, yeah. Which I did on purpose, but this should be bigger. Truthfully. I don't think I have any tools to... No, not that. No edges, so that's for edges. What is that? No, stop. So I could do this. Control edge. So I'll do negative 0.04. Oh, that. Alright, let's try again. No. Negative point. Oh, it doesn't say anything. I just have to do it myself. I'll do it around the point. So it won't be symmetrical anymore. Oh well. And then this I'll do 0.35. I don't know. This one. Well, that looks better already. I'll do 0.35 again, ish. And then this was something like, I don't know, something like that. Okay, actually, okay, I think that's better. And now I'm just going to remove both of these. That looks, I think that looks better. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, let's just go with it. Cool. Now to figure out how to do this part. See, I just have to put in a line going in through here, which makes more polygons and all that. What if I just did, okay, what if I just did these two? Where's donut? And then up here, I think I know how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be just like this. Just gonna change it, no. Change it to here, yep. Change it there. Okay, and now this entire thing. Nope, not that. Let's do all of it. Okay. Probably do that. Ooh, this is gonna be a nice looking donut. And then down here, I'll just do the exact same thing. So like this. Is this the starting one? Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter. I think this is gonna look great. And I think I'm going to stop after I make this donut. Because I've been doing this for enough time. Decent amount of time. It's time to wrap it up. Because it is now 3 in the morning. Not ideal. Let me try to line it up with this. Okay, sure. Did I miss one? Go back, go back, go back. I don't mean to do it here. Alright, good. And then... there we go. Oh, right, and then change this. And then... yeah, okay. And plop that in. Ah, this is such a successful donut. I'm so happy. I didn't make the... well, it looks successful for the most part. I didn't make the actual texture, so it's not really mine, but I modeled it. I think it's nice. And here's the other great part. All I have to do is move this to the side, and bam. Chocolate donut. And chocolate donut with sprinkles. Oh, but that doesn't work as nicely. So we might not do the sprinkle one. We'll see about sprinkles. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I could easily get this later if I want a sprinkle donut. But I'll keep these two for now. Grab. Oop, nope. Grab. Grab. Move over here. grab, duplicate. Honestly, I'll probably duplicate this too. Got the UV mapping for it, so that's all good to go. Another Pop-Tart. Look at that. Don't know why someone's gonna have a fork in here, but we're gonna make it work. He's the same height. Maybe a little lower. Seriously though, who put a fork into the donut? Donut's a little skinny still. Gotta say, it's still pretty skinny. Like if I get a donut, I want to, I don't want to eat it in 2 bites. I want to have a hefty amount of time with it, Finite01, it tasty. Thank you. The tasty stream that has reached its stomach capacity. I don't know what to say. It's 3 in the morning. I need to go to bed. That's what I need to say. Oh, wait. Ursula. I think I said it right. I don't have to say... See, that's the thing. I don't have to say your name ever out loud unless it's in a video or something. So I don't have to think about it, and now I had to. Welcome. Yeah, I do these kinds of things. I just never do them at 3 in the morning. So I guess it was a good time to have you stop by. Yeah, I spend a lot of my time. Okay, that's a lie. That's a big lie. I don't spend a lot of my time doing this, but I make little 3D models for Banjo-Kazooie levels. 3 a.m. stream and you're at work. Hopefully it's not 3 a.m. for you. Cause I don't know how you'd be able to function. I mean, I'm sure you'd be used to it. It's 4 Oh, it's 4 a.m. I love using that the dot underscore dot. That's kind of my jam. Yeah, but I'm gonna be wrapping this up soon, so. How did I want to do this? You start here, you go boom, boom, go up here, very simple. Then I want some jumping stuff going on here. I think donut, 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 donut. That's a very long path. That might be too much. So maybe donut, donut, and then one over here that you go through, but you also walk on top of, and then that leads to the stack of donuts. I don't know if I'm still doing donuts there, but all I know is that this whole section will be blocked off, and you won't be able to pass through it. That's the only thing I know. Oh, you like to play? Okay, so you'll be able to see that in approximately 30 years. Hey, since you're here, I did this. I don't know how long ago, maybe a month ago. It was when I was preparing for the Party Planner 64 Game Jam. I went and found my SketchUp files for Star Summit, my Mario Party 3 board Star Summit, and I tried to convert it. I tried to get into Blender where I could make better use of it. And well, yeah, here's the stuff. I wanted to show you and just remind myself what I was able to import into Blender. The SketchUp to Blender did not go smoothly. Let's see, what's the date on this? October 8th? That sounds kind of right. Let me open that up. Unless I'm missing something. Oh yeah, look at that. Because I want to remake this. I want to redo the shadows because some of them are like butt ugly like that. And I want to give way more detail. Like, this is such a random thing. I could use a lot more. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Sure. I mean, it'll just be here. I'm just going to look up what it looks like in Blender. And then, if you're here to see it, that's cool. I'm just going to import, see what the deal is. Wow. Oh yeah, it did not go. It did not look good in Blender. This is all coming back to me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this. That's right. Oh, hey, there's the textures. Oh, maybe I have to make it smaller. And then I can see the whole thing better. Oh, I flipped it. Yeah, a lot of the textures are messed up. Like, I don't know what's going on with that star in the back. Like, all the transparent textures, something funky happened with them. I'm not sure what to do with that. But I think I will eventually remake this, especially because Rain, he made me a bunch of events, and the fact that I haven't been able to include them, the fact that so much work was put into that and I just did nothing with it is kind of a slap in the face. So I need to really... But I don't want to update the board without updating like the background to it, because it's in need of a upgrade. Yeah. Anyway, okay. That I gotta wrap this up. Anyway, Dark. Yeah. So this is my. I think this is the final version. This might be the final version without the spaces. Yeah. And I need to rethink this boo thing here. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I think because I'm pretty proud of this board too. I think I just got so lucky. I got so lucky doing this one. I don't think because all my other boards kind of look pretty terrible, and I just got so lucky with this one. Oh, when Jigsaw Detective tells you need to get some sleep, it's serious. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me save this. Oh, hey, I'm glad I was able to do this, because I couldn't do it Wednesday, and I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do it technically today, later today. You got item bags under your eyes. I wish I had item bags under my eyes. Instead, I just have, you know, gross-looking bags all the time. Never leaves. Yeah, okay, I'm wrapping it up. I don't know when I can stream again. I hope by next week it'll be the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule again. But for now, it's just kind of all up in the air. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, thanks everyone that stopped by. I'll see you guys later at a unmentioned time. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day, and hopefully sleep night. Okay. Goodbye.